What's up, guys? So let's get right into it. The Mr. Olympia prejudging. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dura. I'm an IFBB pro and a previous Olympia competitor. It was back in 2018. I only did it once. I only won one pro show in my life. But, it kind of, maybe just a little bit contributes to maybe what I see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 4 to 7. And then I'm gonna move to 1 to 3, and I'm gonna give my honest opinion on each of their physiques and where do I see each of them in the finals. So let's start with 4 to 7. I got my laptop right here, so I'm gonna be watching. And guys, remember, videos are completely different than pictures, and these are completely different from real life. Usually I do go to the Olympia and watch. I stayed out this year. Honestly, I was kind of going to see Nick with battle with Derek. Samson obviously, and Hadi, but Nick being out, I just kind of wasn't as motivated to go. But I mean, I still got it on the TV behind me, good quality, good footage. So anyways, let's just start right away with the top 4. So all right, so Krizo, Brandon, Andrew Jacked, and Labrada. So you can see here, in my opinion, I think Krizo, I think he is going to be the last of this group. Super tall guy. His legs, I think, are a little bit lagging compared to his frame and the size of his arms. I think his back needs more work also compared to his delts and his chest and his arms. His conditioning, I think personally, he's one of the most conditioned people on the stage. And but I would still put him between. You can see here like how his obliques tie in with his lower back. You don't see that with the others. You see it with Andrew Jacked though, but you don't see it with Brandon Curry or with Labrada. He has the most prominent Christmas tree tie-in. Andrew Jacked as well. Now when we move to the left and we see Andrew Jacked and Brandon Curry, they're kind of very similar. They both have the nice abs. Their legs are kind of like equally proportioned. I feel Andrew Jacked is a little bit of a better version of Brandon Curry. I would put Brandon in that group at 5th, and I would put Andrew Jacked at 4th, and I would put Labrada at 6th in this lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Krizo beats Labrada just because of the conditioning. But definitely 4 and 5 is between Andrew Jacked and Brandon Curry. I personally would give it to Andrew Jacked. There's the height difference, much more of an X frame. Reminds me of kind of like Tony Freeman. And he's just got better legs, and I think he's better conditioned, especially from the back. Brandon looks nicer, I think, in the front double bicep, but I don't think his slightly nicer shape will overpower the amount of points that Andrew Jacked would have over Brandon Curry. Where does Labrada stand in all this? I think he's kind of like, mix of everything. Like, he has good proportions, his conditioning is okay, but nothing really stands out. So yeah, those are from 4 to 7. Now, obviously, what everyone is waiting for, the top 3. We're gonna go pose by pose. First pose, front double bicep. I have Hadi first. He's just got better, thicker, fuller, and drier quads than Derek Lunsford. Derek has a nicer waist, but still I think Hadi is more impressive overall from the front. I think Andrew Jacked would be 3rd in that pose between the 3 of them. Now, front lat spread. Here, Samson's legs really stick out. It just works well with his frame. Much taller, gives a much better look. I have Samson first on the front lat spread. Between Derek and Hadi, I would still give it to Hadi just because of his much fuller chest, a lot more striations, and again, the thighs are just that much denser. Now, we go to the side. This is where it gets very interesting. So they are both, Hadi and Derek, very equal in the side chest. I would give this side chest slightly to Hadi. Again, chest striations that Derek seems to lack. Also, I don't see a lot of separation in the brachialis and the bicep and the tricep in Derek. However, Derek does have better glutes. I do see Derek's glutes are better from the side, so that's why it's like really, really close. Samson Dauda kind of like in the middle between the two of them. He has the height, the bigger frame, but I would still put him in third so far in prejudging. Now, side tricep, I would give it that easily to Derek. His arms are significantly bigger than Hadi Choopan's. The striations in the glutes are much more prominent in that pose with Derek. Again, when we come to the abs, your eyes just always goes to Hadi Choopan. But remember, this is a side tricep pose. Based on the pose itself, I would give it to Derek. However, if they are looking at every muscle, including the abs, it's very close, because like Derek has the arms, he's got the glutes, but then Hadi has the striations in his side abs. Samson Dauda, again, mix of the two of them. So I think the three of them, it's honestly very difficult to tell who wins the side tricep. Going to the back, Derek, hands down, top to bottom, there's no comparison here. You can see instantly from the lower back, Derek is way ahead from everyone else. The striations on Derek's glutes are insane. And everything else is just, his back is fucking massive. It's just huge. Look at it. Hadi Choopan, I feel that he just has too much muscle on that frame. Like there's not much space for his muscles to grow. And at this point, it's just looking kind of like, you know, all jammed in there. There's none of that aesthetic flow where everything is kind of like separate and you see each muscle on its own. Also, I feel that Hadi's glutes, which is very strange because his abs and his chest are so striated, but his glutes aren't as striated as Derek's, which comes to show you that every person, you know, this is genetics, right? Some people will get glute striations first and then chest last and then abs, or others would get like the last thing to be striated is the glutes. So we can see it here. Moving on, lat spread. Very, very close between Hadi and Derek. Very close, hard to judge. I would just by an inch, like 1 point probably, I'll give it to Derek, just because that back is wider. It's wider, it's bigger, and the glutes, it grabs your attention. Your eyes go directly there. So I'd give it to Derek. Hadi second in the rear lat spread, and then Samson third. Abs and thighs. So Derek's abs and thighs looks really good when he does the vacuum, but when he flexes his abs, does not look as good as either Samson or as Hadi's. Hadi's for sure #1 in the abs and thighs. Thighs are crazy, abs are even crazier. Easy first for Hadi. I would give Samson Dauda the win for the abs and thighs, and then Derek third in the abs and thighs. Most muscular, again, Derek lacks striations in his chest. He always has, and his shoulders, as well as the separation in his arms. Legs look really good. I don't think the most muscular crab pose looks very good on Derek. Hadi Choopan, again, #1 in the most muscular. So obviously, guys, you have a mix of the three. You know, Hadi wins some, Derek wins some, Samson wins some. So let's say if Samson has 2 poses on the win, Hadi has probably 1, 2, maybe 4 poses on the win. Derek also has 3 poses winning. So it's like it's quite of a mashup, and it's very hard to tell which one. I can tell you top 2 I think would be Hadi and Derek. I think Samson is still third. I felt in the middle there he was kind of slipping into second, but then Derek got harder as he got posed. So Derek was the one who slipped to third, I feel, and then moved to second because he was getting harder as they posed. Now, last but not least, before I finish this video, let's watch this video of the 3 of them posing from a very different angle. Okay, here it is. Let me mute this for you. So you can see from this angle Hadi's thighs, but Derek is just like so beautiful with the small waist. Here, from this angle, surprisingly, I don't know, Hadi's not really flexing his chest. So again, it's a toss-up. From the side, you know, they all move ahead of the line. Let's fast forward that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, oh, like, fuck, man, Hadi is just so thick from the side. From the back, it's just game over. Like, look at Derek's glutes. Yeah, Derek much more conditioned than Samson. Yeah, I'd give it to Derek easily, Hadi, and then Samson, and then Christmas tree, Derek, glutes, Derek. Yeah, see, it's so close with the rear lat spread, but I'd still give it slightly to Derek just because of the striated glutes. Their back is so close, so close. Now here, you'll notice, watch this. Yeah, you see those lower abs with Derek, they're not the best. Hadi's abs were just crispy sharp. And then we got the abs and thighs. See, again, not the best abs and thighs for Derek unless he does the vacuum. Hadi's abs and thighs, crisp, absolutely crisp. And again, most muscular, no striations at all on Derek. Hadi, full of striations. But again, these are just like few poses, right? When we fast forward again, Derek on the side, Hadi. See, front in this pose, it can actually go to Derek. So I'm adjusting. I think I can give it to Derek in this pose. Front lat spread, no, I'd still give it to Hadi Shupan. Front lat spread, I'd still give to Hadi Shupan. On the side chest we have here, they're both massive, man. But yeah, Hadi just a little bit more thicker on the arms, shoulders, chest. And then from the back, just game over. It's just such a big gap, in my personal opinion, with the back double biceps. Derek is just way ahead. Samson, I'm still putting him third in most of these poses. Yeah, look at that. Oh, the thickness on Hadi though. But again, the glutes with Derek. And then the side tricep, notice the lower abs on Derek are not the best. There's not much striations on the right chest. Look at Hadi's right chest. And then the abs and thighs. Derek is smart. He knows how to hide it. He knows how to hide it very well. Instead of flexing them, he just does the vacuum, which looks equally as impressive. Look at Hadi's abs. Just flawless, man. Flawless. And looking from that video, so see, you notice from that video, Samson was not as good as the pictures I find, even in the abs and thigh pose. I want to look one more time here in the front lat spread with Samson in compared to the others, but also Samson is the furthest, but still you can still see from the conditioning that Hadi and Derek have him on conditioning. So this is my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Fuck, it's 15 minutes. But yeah, I tried to summarize as much as possible, tried to give my input. Who do you have winning this show? So far, no, I can't. I have Derek and Hadi first. I can't tell which one. And I always usually predict every year on my Arabic channel. But yeah, I mean, it's just way too close. We'll have to see after the finals. Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, like, and I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow after the finals.